Hello everyone, this is Jennifer. So we are starting up with Management Accounting, Chapter 1, which is Introduction to Management Accounting. So what is Management Accounting basically is? It is a presentation of accounting information to management to formulate policies and assist its day-to-day activities. So before moving on to the meaning of management accounting, accounting is basically recording, classifying, summarizing transactions and events which are monetary in nature. Basically, it is recording of the economic transactions in the books of accounts. So there are various branches of accounts like financial accounting, cost accounting, management accounting, and the newly coming up concepts like human resource accounting, social accounting, etc. So management accounting is basically a branch of accounting. So in management accounting, what does the organization does is it presents the accounting information to the management, so which is required by the management in order to formulate policies or help them in making decision for day-to-day activities. So it basically helps or it acts as a tool for effective decision making. So in order to act for the decision making, it deals with generating different kinds of statements or reports which are prepared from the help of taking information from various accounts like financial accounting, cost accounting, and by taking information from such accounts, we use the proper tools of analysis and interpretations, and then we make statements which help the management for better decision making. So according to R.N. Anthony, management accounting is concerned with accounting information that is useful to management. For what kind of how it is used for the management is for better decision making or for planning for the future or for better taking a better control or directing or making up policies or etc. So with these statements or reports help the management for a better future. So objectives of management accounting, the first one is present financial state information to the management. So basically management accounting provides or presents data or information to the management that is easily understood by the management in a simplified manner. Okay, so that can help the management for taking better decision or for improving the profits or wealth of the organization. Point number 2, supply necessary data for formulating policies or for making up future plans. So basically the statements which are prepared in management accounting are prepared pertaining to the past results and which help us in estimating for the future. So it ultimately helps us in formulating policies or plans which can be implemented in the future. It is more future oriented management accounting. Point number 3, helps in keeping actual performance as planned. So basically we analyze or compare the actual performance with the standardized performance. So it helps in keeping the actual performance as per the plans made by the management. Then establish a strong relation pertaining to different departments of the organization. So management accounting aims at providing or establishing a strong working relationship among different individuals pertaining to the different departments of the organization. So we are taking information from every department, just not pertaining to cost accounting department or financial accounting or different departments, but we are taking overall information we are supplying to the management. So it interlinks or it is interdependent for collection of information. So it provides a strong relationship pertaining to the different departments of the same organization. For better working, and for maintaining a working relationship or building up strong relationships. Motivate employees by fixing targets. So by fixing targets and providing incentives, management accounting helps employees to be motivated to work for the welfare of the organization. Keeps tax burden of the organization minimum. So management accounting is basically concerned with the computation of taxable income and filing of returns and payment of returns. It is one of the core important functions of management accountant, facilitating management and proper tax planning and reducing the tax burden or controlling the tax in. Next, keeping the management fully informed about the positions of the organization. What is the financial position of the organization? What is the profit position of the organization? That will be clearly informed through the reports that the management accountant makes. Next, nature of management accounting. Nature can also be known as characteristics of management accounting. So the first one mainly concerned with the future. So planning is what management accountant basically deals with. So the reports mostly is future oriented. So planning is a process of looking ahead by taking the reference of the past. So here we take the reference of the past records from the financial accounting or from the cost accounting or from different accounts, and we prepare a report that will help us in planning out for the future, or to take future planning, which is a future course of action by the help or by based on the analytical or financial details of the past. So it considers the budgets to forecast the future revenue and expenditure, and also considers the inflows and outflows of funds. Second one, recent origin. It is very recently developed management accounting. It's still on its base of development. Hence, it does not have a standardized rule or standardized procedures that need to be followed. It was recently developed due to the increase of the market complexity and to help the management. Management need oriented. Management accounting is basically highly personalized or customized services which are subjective in nature. So it is intended only for the use of the internal parties of the organization, which like the internal management. So at that time, the information that are provided is as per the need of the management. So whatever the management requires, the management accountant will prepare the records or reports as per that basis. Point number 4, information as per management need is the same. So whatever the management required, there is no hard or fast rule in the preparation of management reports or records or statements or the policies followed up by the management accountant, nothing as such. So whatever the management requires in order to make a better decision making or to prepare policies or future plans, the management account prepares the data in such a way and records it and reports it to the management. Next, provides data and not decisions. So it is very clear the management accountant provides the records or reports to the management for decision making. He just provides data or information, but he does not give his own decision to be taken in the organization. So it is ultimately the management who takes up the final decision depending on the data provided by the management accountant. The next one, objective oriented. Management accounting presents data in such a way that it enables the management to formulate policies or programs which will ultimately help them in achieving the organizational goals in a much more effective and efficient manner. Financial and cost accounting information. Management accounting basically takes data from different aspects of the accounting. So it analyzes and interprets financial and cost accounting data to generate reports and statements which can act as useful or prove useful to the management in better decision making. Increases efficiency. So basically management accounting is concerned with providing the needed information to the management in a proper manner and assisting them in making important policies and which they help them in managerial control. So this helps the management to increase the efficiency of the organization and ultimately leading them to the optimum profits with minimum operational risk. So these are the various characteristics of management accounting or the nature of management accounting. So ultimately the main target is it increases efficiency of profits of the organization by better decision making. So the next one, the scope of management accounting. So management accounting, if you see, how does a management accountant prepares his records or reports and to the management is he basically takes information from different kinds of disciplines or from different kinds of subjects. So what are the different subjects that he takes information? So management accounting is basically interdisciplinary subject. It depends on various disciplines or subjects such as financial accounting, cost accounting, etc. because it takes data from everything. Hence it is interdependent. It cannot be independent in nature. So management accounting facilitates in management function. As a result, all the monetary transactions which are related to the management function come within the scope of this subject. Therefore, this management subject is very wide and covers all the disciplines which are directly or indirectly helpful in preparing the reports of management accounting. So from which all subject it takes up the data or information could be told as the scope of management accounting. So the first one is financial accounting. So financial accounting basically concerned with accounting for all the financial or monetary transactions of an enterprise with the objective of ascertaining the profit or loss of the business made by the organization for the given period of time. And basically it presents the data in the form of trading and profit and loss account or balance sheet of the company. So the data which is taken for the management accounting would be from the trading or profit or loss statement or the balance sheet. So basically this helps us in management accounting to prepare records or reports like fund flow statement or ratio analysis and interpret the statement, which is very essential for the decision making of the organization. The second one, cost accounting. Cost accounting basically deals with ascertaining of cost and profitability of the products or services and reporting cost data to the management for decision making or for controlling the cost involved in producing a particular product or rendering a service. So in cost accounting there are various techniques which are used by the cost accountant, like your marginal costing, standard costing, differential cost analysis, etc., which plays a significant role in the control of cost in the organization or the operation of the enterprise. This information assists the management in measuring the operational efficiency of the management and achieving the managerial goals. Next one is budgetary control. Budgetary control is a system of controlling cost by the establishment of standard. So we basically compare our actual performance with the standard or budgeted figures and see if there are any variances, if there are any differences. If the actual performance is lesser than your budgeted performance or your standard performance or your planned performance, then basically the organization takes steps to rectify it. So this information also helps us in better working of the future or for the future planning. Next one is tax planning. A management accounting is concerned with the computation of taxable income according to the income tax account or filing of returns or payment of taxes. Basically assists the organization in facilitating the management in proper tax planning and accounting. Next is analysis and interpretation of accounts. The financial statements can be easily understood by comparative study or different kinds of study. So the primary duty of the management accountant is to explain the data relating to the management and assist the management in taking decision. So basically analyzing and interpreting the different accounts in an understandable manner to the management by the management accounting. The next one is reporting. Management accountant basically uses different kinds of statistics or analysis and interprets the different reports on various aspects which are submitted by the management different departments to the management accountants. So while he is preparing his own report, the management accountant, he can use different statistical tools or techniques like the index numbers, pie chart, line chart, so that it will be even more attractive or even more understandable or in a simplified manner which can be easily understood by the top level managements. Next is internal audit and control. Management accountants depend on the internal audit and use that for generating reports on various financial issues for decision making. Analysis and interpretation of accounts has already been told. Basically, the management accountant analyzes and interprets different data and provides the final reports to the management. The last one, management information system. Basically, this deals with the technology. It is very difficult to imagine an organization without using technology or without using computers, which is very useful in a globalized corporate environment. So information are stored and supplied to the management with help of computers, which can be easily used for managerial decisions making. So the upgradation technology always helps the management accounting. So management information system is basically use of technology in the management accounting. So moving on to the next topic, which is relationship between financial accounting and management accounting. So financial accounting deals only with monetary transactions which are recorded in the books of accounts, and finally in order to ascertain the profitability or the financial position of the organization. So the reports prepared under financial accounting are your profit and loss account and balance sheet, whereas management accounting is an accounting which will help the management in taking better decision making. So it is a basically presentation of different accounting information which are combined in order to provide the management for a better, useful or simplified manner in order to formulate policies or to assist them in day-to-day activities. So there are different bases on which we will be differentiating between the financial accounting and management accounting. The first one, uses. So financial accounting, who uses the financial accounting is basically it is for the external users. We prepare balance sheet or profit and loss account for the external users. Who are our external user or our external stakeholders? So they are the shareholders, bankers, creditors and the government. Whereas management accounting is used for the internal users, only the internal management, for the top level management. For better decision making, we implement the management accounting. Legality. Financial accounting is basically compulsory. It has a statutory compulsory as per different Companies Act to prepare the financial accounts, whereas management accounting is not compulsory. If the company wants to implement it, it can, or it does. If it does not want to implement it, it need not. There is no compulsion in it. Third one, development. Management financial accounting is well developed, whereas management accounting is still in the development process. It is a recent development. Point 4, subject matter. So financial accounting deals with preparation of financial statements through systematic recording and determines the financial position of the company. So it basically subject matter deals with preparation of financial statement, whereas management accounting is presentation. You analyze and interpret your financial statement to the management for a better understanding. Next, standard. Financial accounting is specific standard for there is specific standards onto how you're supposed to prepare your financial statements, like your accounting standards influences it, IFRS influence, different standards influences the preparation of financial accounts, whereas management account is not standardized. However, the management needs, as per them, the management accountant prepares the records or reports. Dependency. Financial accounting is independent discipline, so it does not depend or it does not collect information from different aspects of accounting, whereas management accounting is interdependent. It collects information from financial accounting, cost accounting, etc. Publication. Compulsory for publishing financial reports of the company. So the company should publish the financial reports of the company for the external users. Management accounting, nothing is compulsory. Statements and reports prepared under the financial accounting, trading and profit and loss account and the balance sheet. Under the management accounting, it is fund flow statement, cash flow statement, budgetary reports, ratio analysis, etc. The consideration. Only the monetary transaction are considered in financial statement, whereas in management accounting, non-monetary aspects are also considered. So the next one, relationship between cost accounting and the management accounting. So cost accounting basically deals with ascertainment of cost, which helps in cost control. So the basis, first one, functions. In cost accounting, we basically identify the cost and record the cost, which ultimately helps us in controlling the cost in producing a particular product of an organization. Whereas in management accounting, it assists management in decision making through providing necessary information. So whatever information that the management, top level management requires to make a decision, that particular information is being prepared as a report by the management accounting. Second one, statutory compulsion. Here it is cost records. So basically, it is necessary to maintain the cost records by the organization in a systematic manner, especially in a manufacturing industries, etc. Whereas management accounting is purely optional in nature. If the management or if the organization needs, they can go ahead with preparation or implementation of management accounting. So it is purely optional. Point number 3, cost identification and cost control. So basically, they focus on cost identification and cost control. So on the basis of focus, cost identification and cost control is the main focus in cost accounting, whereas in management accounting, they help for a better decision which will help them in optimum profit making or reduction of cost or increase the wealth of the organization. Point number 4, users. In cost accounting, internal and external parties are basically involved in knowing what is the cost in producing a particular product, etc. Whereas in management accounting is just made for the internal users. It is for the top level management or the internal management. Data used in cost accounting, financial records are being used to derive data which will help us in preparing the cost accounts, whereas in management account, financial book, cost books, as well as certain other sources are also taken into consideration in order to prepare your management records or reports. Scope and coverage limited to the extent of cost recording and reporting. So cost accounting only deals with cost reporting and recording, whereas management accounting is much broader or wider concept which deals with everything, that covers every aspects in an organization. Last one, tools and techniques used In cost accounting, well developed tools and techniques are used for identification, like your marginal costing, standard costing, etc. Whereas in management accounting, since it is still on a recent development, there are no standardized tools or techniques. The limitations, so there are no standardized rules or techniques. So these are the various relationship between the cost accounting and management accounting. So the last one, which is limitations of management accounting. So even it has lots of advantages to the management, there are still limitations or disadvantages of management accounting in an organization. So what are the limitations of management accounting? The first one, data dependency. Management accounting basically derives data from different aspects, just not one aspect, from different aspects. So the conclusion arrived by the management accounting depend to a large extent on the accuracy of different accounts, like your financial accounts, cost accounts, etc. So therefore, the past data of the financial information or the cost accountants are incorrect, then obviously the decision suggested by the management account is incorrect. So data dependency is too much in management accounting. It is too interdependent and it is not independent. Point number 2, does not give the decision. It just gives the information, but it does not give the decision. It just advises the management for better and efficient managerial functions, but does not give the proper decision. Point number 3, it is a costly affair. Installation and maintenance of management accounting system is suitable for those concerns which has significant amount of transaction, generally large establishment. Therefore, small concern will not basically adopt this management accounting. Next one, not standardization as other disciplines. So management accounting is still on a recent development. So they basically face a lot of problems in improvement of techniques, concepts, etc. So still it is not standardized, and hence it does not follow any set rules, and hence it differs in its practices from one company to another company. The next one, danger of misleading. So the information provided by the management accountant cannot be taken fully as a foolproof information for making any managerial decisions, because the data used by the management accountants itself may have window dressed data, because it derives data from different aspects. It cannot be fully accurate also in its nature. So due to which management accountants sometimes may mislead the management with incorrect or inaccurate data, or the information provided by the management, or the past records not being up to the date, or it cannot provide the information which is required by the management. So the next one, needs human involvement for interpretation. So the management accounting involves people to make final reports or interpretation, due to which the interpretation may be of personal opinion of the person who has prepared it. So it is more biased in nature because it involves the personal opinion of the person. So it creates a difference in interpretation and becomes more subjective rather than objective. So the person who is preparing the management accounts is more biased to have his own opinion in the records. So it is more subjective than the objective in the analysis. So these are the various limitations of management accounting. So the various reports or records or the statements prepared in the management accounting are your fund flow statement, ratio analysis, cash flow statement, budgetary control, marginal costing, etc., which we'll be studying in the further coming up chapters. So this is a brief introduction of the management accounting theory concepts, which is part of the chapter 1 in management accounting. So thank you everyone.